What is up, diecast collectors? This is 9446 Network, back with another diecast review, and today we're going to be looking at, believe it or not, you're not going to believe it, Chris Buscher? Another one of his cars? Yeah, that's right, folks, we got the patriotic release. I thought this thing was canceled and done for, but we got this car released. The 911 patriotic car, as you can see, the 911 Tribute. But, of course, this can be used as a patriotic car, so, as you can tell, very much the surprise and shock of getting this car released, let alone in my hands, is pretty high. I mean, it's just, how in the world does this car get produced? There's a bunch of cars this year where I'm like, how does that car get produced? And I'm happy about it too, I really am. Considering that the Authentics line has just not been releasing that much for us to check out. So unfortunately, the Gold Series has been last resort for a lot of paint schemes, right? But this one here, this is a good one. So we're going to take a look at this one. Out of box. And this is going to be the first Roush Fenway Racing diecast review on the channel, if I'm not mistaken. If I can put this box over here. Alright, folks, so here is the diecast out of the box, folks. And man, oh man, do I really like this car. Now, one thing I am noticing right off the bat, and this is not an error, this is literally how this car was made. You have a massive number size for the 17. It's almost like it wasn't even fit for the template. Holy cow. Man, that is huge. But you're gonna obviously... Wait, what? Hold on a second. No way! Okay, so, look what happened here. So it looks like when they were putting decals on this diecast... My god, this is why I always say, make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast. Look at that. That right there is a piece of paper. And that is clear-coated to the car. That is not coming off, folks. That is indeed a part of the car. And you got a chip right underneath it. And you got another chip right next to it. Wow, man. Look at that. That right there. How in the world does that happen? This reminds me so much of that Justin Allgaier car that I did a video off air. It was not on YouTube. I might re-review it, but that car had a piece of the exhaust, a sticker stuck to the quarter panel, and it looks like it's happening again to the Cup car here. My god, man. Anyways, there's nothing we can do about that. I guess you could say race version damage. But my goodness, man. Maybe you could say, like, maybe during a race, someone gets into him, like, right there and damages him. And I guess they put tape over it. I don't know, man. But let's just get to the rest of the video. So number 17, Mustang right there, Roush Fenway Racing. Fastenal 911, very sharp looking with the stars, very, very cool. Always remember, you got Ford, and this one you could read the Ford logos because it's not a playoff car. You got Chris Buscher's name right there. K&N, Sunoco, Goodyear, NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Race Car. Number 17, Chris Buscher with the Texas flag right there. Looks like the Ford logo. I can't really cannot read that logo, that red one. Castrol, powered by Castrol, Mack Tools, Champion, Siemens, another logo that I cannot read. Fastenal, I got the Fifth Third Bank and the Safety Company, which both of those are cut off, so there's definitely not a lot of safety protection for that Safety Company logo. And it looks like that looks like the Fifth Third Bank logo is just absolutely covered up in tape, as you can tell right there. You got Walter. Never heard of that sponsor in my life. Got the rear view camera. And, oh my god, what the heck is going on with the bumper here? Oh my god, what in the world is that? What is this? If I can zoom in on it. What is this? Holy crap! Dude. Wow! Okay, so look what happened here. When they were painting this car, a piece of the decal chipped off. Wait, is that where this came from? Is that where this came from? Like this piece of tape right there. Did it fall off from this? Because this right here is a chip of the decal, not the paint. Oh my god, this thing actually does look like a race version now. The piece of tape right there, and it even looks like there's some black marks on top of the chip. Dang, man. The piece of the 17 is cut off from that. Wow, really make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast. And is it me, or is that Ford Michigan license logo looking pretty chewed up at the corners? Yikes. So you got Walter on the back right there. You got Ford Michigan license plate with the 2021 registration stuff. You got Roush Fenway Racing. Radians, work hard and stay safe. You got Buscher right there and Fast and All. And now for the numbers. You got to try to do a regular diecast review with all the quality mishaps. Man, something just snapped onto my fingers, just decal. I got a dark red outline, which it doesn't have a gradient, does it? No. So it's got a dark reddish outline to it with a black shadow with a blue outline and a white number fill-in with some gray highlights to the sides of the number, as you can tell, on the very huge numbers on the side of the car. It's literally wanting to climb into the race car, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on there. It starts out all white in the front with the black splitter and the black spoiler. Okay, so it starts out all white in the front. And of course it has the blue, red, and blue, and then the blue, red, and blue stars next to the 9/11/2001 logo, where it says always remember. I got the blue Goodyear logos. Of course you have the base color, believe it or not, it was spray painted white, so the blue is a decal, which must explain how this happened right here, which I still cannot believe on an $8 product. But it is a blue back to back, like from middle to back. But you do have the stars, so let's see how many stars they put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stars on that blue stripe right there, which fades into another gradient, lightish to dark blue color. It almost looks like grape juice back there, the way that purple came out. You got star here, star here, star here, star here, and star here. And there probably would have been another star right there had it not been for that Fifth Third Bank logo and that little decal paper stuck right there, that wonderful piece of debris stuck to the car. And of course the red stripe is also stylized. It goes from a gradient, you see, this darkish red, and then it changes to the normal red, and it's got like a reddish orange. Very interesting type of red. It's not just like they threw a piece of red on there. No, not at all. They actually went in there and they did gradient detail. So the gradient decals are becoming more and more, they're starting to use it. It's more common on paint schemes, so the die casts are starting to get into that as well, which it does look very, very great. I really like how it's not just solid colors. They're actually going out and doing gradient finishes for the decals and the striping. And it also looks like the orange reddish has a gradient for the side. I don't know, man. The decal system is weird in Lionel Racing, but I would assume that the real life car also had this. Top didn't have the gradient. Maybe it had it a little bit. It's just weird. It's just like they had the red and the black so close to each other that it makes it look like a faded gradient. Like, I don't know. But it's some kind of red outline to the number. I know that. But the blue itself, that's towards the back, with the exception of the stripe detailing with the gradient, where it has like the light blue to purple, and then the red to the darker red and the brighter red. The blue looks to be normal. It does look to me normal, and you can tell that it was a decal because you could kind of see like the fuzziness on top of the blue. Like if you zoom in onto the paint, the painted part is white. What's wrapped on as paper is the blue. And thankfully, when they did this, they didn't do it like a PTC mold car. They actually did a proper quality decal print. But when they did it with the PTC mold cars, it's an all-black car with a whole paper decal. These EL mold cars are not like this, so that's why you got that fuzziness to that. So there you have it. It's just printed on top of the white. Colored wheels? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It just depends on which color you'd use, red or blue. So here's the front of the car. Here's the hood. Here's the right side. Here's the back. Here's the deck lid. Here's the roof. Here's the left side. And here's the chassis of the car. So thank you guys for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, subscribe for more diecast reviews here on 9446 Network. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.